Good morning, welcome to Bitcoin Bounce. My name is Joseph. Today I'm with Dion. We're going to look at Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin going? Are we going to break through resistance? And we're also going to look at an awesome FTT trading opportunity. If you are new to our channel, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, please subscribe and hit the bell notification button. Over to you, Dion.
Thank you, Joseph. We're starting with the weekly overview, just to show you that we are still in this bear trend. It's been for over 100 days now, and then the past few weeks we've broken down to a really steep downfall. But if I zoom in on this, we've hit a very strong resistance, support zone here, and we also have this trend line, long-standing trend line, which we bounced off of. That doji there is actually quite positive. That candle is called a dragonfly doji, and that normally signals a bullish reversal, which actually then proved to be true because we had quite a strong candle this past week. It's not to say that it's going to turn, it's not 100%, but it's a good indication normally. So this is on the weekly. And if we go down to the daily chart, we have here the breakout that we've been waiting for. So we predicted from when we were here on Friday that we would come up to this zone, which then happened, and we're now struggling to break through this resistance here. So we'll have to see what happens. At the moment there's no trade for us here. We're still waiting to break that resistance, retest it, and then we would be going up. And to the downside we could possibly go down, but we are waiting then for a good indication that we would be going down. So at the moment we don't really see anything on the 1-day chart. On the 4-hour, just zoom in a bit here. So this is that same resistance line that we're trying to break. Below us we've got support of the 200, which is normally quite strong, and zones that haven't been reclaimed by the banks. We've got a liquidity zone down here, 20,800 to 21,300, and then up above us we've got a liquidity zone of 24,300 to 25,500 roughly. So at the moment also here there's no definite trade that we're looking at. So for now we're patiently waiting to break this resistance line, test it, and then we'll target to go up here. If that happens, then our target would be, if you want a safe trade, you can just close out your trade at the bottom of this zone. So we would break here, go up, and at least hit that zone. So just below that is 24,279. Or if you want to wait for it, you could then also target the top of that zone, is 25,500. So just targeting the bottom would be like a 5% move, and if you're targeting the top, it would be closer to 10, around about 10 odd %, and then we would get a pullback. So if we close our positions there, and then we'll wait for the next trade, whether it's going to be up or down. We'll see what happens at that stage. So shorting now is not really an option, so we're waiting patiently for Bitcoin. Then our trade of the day today is FTT. That's the phantom, the FTX coin, the FTX token, FTT. So if we have a look at that on the daily, it was also in a falling wedge like Bitcoin. Let me just zoom in a bit here, and we broke out of that. So let me turn off this indicator. We broke out of that, and then we started hitting this trend line, this as resistance. We hit that once, twice, and the third time we broke through a strong daily trend. So it's actually two positives at the moment. And also below us we've got the 50 EMA and the 20 EMA, and we're above two strong resistance zones have now been broken. I would just wait now. Obviously you wouldn't be in this trade, or if you notice, it's not a good time to get in now. If we go down to the 1 hour, we can look for an entry there. So on the 1 hour, this is where we broke through. We have a bit of a support here. At the moment this was resistance that turned into support. So I suspect there's also another support level here, but that might break. So we could either turn on this level, or we could come down to that level, or we could come down to that daily level. So we're waiting for an entry here, and to get in there you can have a look at the stochastic and the RSI. So this indicator is just a combination of both. So on the 1 hour we have a buy signal on the stochastic, but we would rather wait for the RSI to break above 50, and when that's above 50 and we're still in a bullish, that's when the green is above the red here, stochastic signal. Also we would be waiting for a green candle on the volume. So once we have a green candle on the volume, we've still got that signal, positive signal on the stochastic, and the RSI is above 50. Wherever we are, then yeah, it looks like it might just be going sideways and then breaking up. Would be a good entry to get in on that trade. Then you would be in this daily trade, and it would be a good, you're looking at a good 10% if you're targeting this, yeah, which is it is a 200 EMA, or sorry, it's 100 EMA. So you could either target the 100, but I would go for 10%, get that entry, and then go for a 10% move before we reach this range high. So I think there's a good 10% trade, yeah, in FTT. We just get a good entry, and then you can run it up 10% and close it out for profit. That's it from me, Joseph.
Okay, so you have this liquidity zone there at the top of your screen, and I wanted to understand from you, let's say Bitcoin pull back there to the maybe the $21,000 range, and I enter a long trade. Should I put my take profit at the 24,370 level, or should I go for 25,494 at the top of the liquidity zone? Or how do you work that liquidity zone?
That would depend on your risk profile. So if you had to enter a trade here, there's a good chance that we would bounce back from this resistance zone. So if also depends on the timing, the time that you have to trade. So people that trade on the daily chart and they're prepared to take a trade over a few days, they wouldn't mind waiting to break through this resistance, which could be a week. It could also be just a day, but you never know. There's a possibility that you could take profit there and we still have a bounce back to this zone. So then you could enter a second time. It might happen again. We've seen it happen so many times that it bounces between zones. So there could be 3 trades for you here by the time we break through. So, but if you don't have a lot of time to trade and you're confident that we're going up, which mostly everything is indicating, then you could open your trade here and then just take it all the way up to there. So that's up to your risk profile and how you trade. But personally, I would rather bank my profit, because I know it's going to come back here, and see if I can't get another entry, and then just get in a second time once we've broken that. You could probably get in at the same price and then just trade it up again. But the odds are that you might be able to do 2 or 3 profitable trades before we break through there.
So you're actually looking for a close above that resistance line?
Yes.
Thank you, Dion. Thank you for that awesome trades, and I got my thumbs up for Bitcoin to break through that resistance so that we can start our bull run. I'm excited about what's laying up for the future, and I believe if we do it right, we can 10x our money this year. So thank you for joining us today. We're going to be back tomorrow with another session. We're going to look again at Bitcoin and another possible trade or two that Dion's got lined up for us. If you haven't subscribed or hit that bell notification button, please hit it for me, and have a fabulous day. God bless.
Cheers, guys.